How long before social media starts working for our business? When are we going to get customers? When are we going to get clients? If you're asking that question, if you just searched for that question and came across this video, you're probably a little frustrated, and I would be too. But in this video, we're going to talk about how long you should expect to wait before you see results on social media, as well as the key part of your strategy you need to make sure that you get results fast. All right, let's get into it. Welcome to 5-Minute Social Media, where we help overwhelmed business owners streamline their social media so they get more clients, more customers, more results without trying to do hashtag all the things. If you'd like a less overwhelming strategy for your business, take a second, hit subscribe, click that bell. That way you'll be notified each time we release another helpful video. My name is Jerry Potter. Yes, it rhymes with the boy wizard. And in this video, we are talking about how long it takes to get results on social media. How long should you stick with what you are doing? So in this video, we're going to help you decide that for you. I'm also going to share the key piece your strategy needs to make sure that you get results faster, okay? So first, the reason that social media success is so hard is because the results tend to come later. It's kind of like diet and exercise, right? Like you're like, oh, well, I had a salad, a healthy salad today for lunch, and scale hasn't moved. I don't feel any different, right? That comes later. Or, hey, I just went for a walk around the block. I don't feel any lighter. It's delayed gratification. The same thing happens with social media. If you start a really good social media strategy, like if you join one of our programs and put something in place, it's not like the next day you're going to see immediate results. You might, and we'll talk about that in just a second here. But I want you to know if you are frustrated, you are not alone, and that is one of the key reasons that social media can be so frustrating for those of us that are business owners. Now, that being said, I hate the advice that I see a lot out there where it's like, just keep at it, just keep posting. You know, if you remember the movie Field of Dreams, build it and they will come. Like, just stay at it. You got to be consistent. It might take 6 months. It might take 60 years, you know, whatever it might be. And I'm all for encouraging people. I love encouraging people. It's definitely something that I do when I'm coaching. But you want to make sure that you're not just posting and hoping, and that you actually have a streamlined strategy so that your results will come faster. So just to give you a couple of ideas, because I'm going to share this one key thing that you need to get results faster in a second. Joanna Inks was a woman that I worked with, and she figured out this one key thing, and all of a sudden booked like $1,400 with a new business in 2 days. And before that, she wasn't making anything from her social media that she could track. Another guy, Tom, got this thing in place and immediately had a post get him $3,000 in new business. So what is that thing? What is that key piece that you need? And this is the part that gets left out a lot, because when we start creating for social media, and I absolutely did this back in the day when I first started working with clients, I would set up all the accounts. Okay, we got our name on Twitter, we got our name on Snapchat, we got our name on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all the places. And then we just start posting. And we just posting everywhere and, you know, thinking like, oh, people are going to hear about us and they're going to come buying like crazy. And then we'd wait. Well, that's almost always a recipe for failure. You need to figure out what is the thing that happens before somebody buys. So in other words, it's like when this happens, the dominoes start falling, and then somebody becomes your client or customer. Now let me talk a little bit more about that, but what I call it is the social media flashpoint. So it's like an inciting incident that leads to them becoming a buyer. So for example, in my business, one of the things that I know helps people join my programs is when we get into a private message conversation. So they tell me about their business, and I tell them how I think they could improve and things like that, and then they sign up for 5-Minute Social Academy or my group coaching program where I work closer with people called Streamliners Club. And so I have things in my business designed to get people into one-on-one conversations. That is one of my social media flashpoints. If you have an e-commerce business, it might be when you offer a discount or a coupon. That's when people buy. If you have a specialty, so let's say that you are a real estate agent who specializes in working with military veterans. So when people find out that you're an agent that works with military veterans, so maybe you know some of the veteran loan programs, you're a veteran yourself, different things like that. When people find that out, most of those people become clients or customers. That could be one of your social media flashpoints. So whatever you're doing on social media, you need to know what that is, and you might have 2 or 3, and then you need to build it into your social media strategy. Now, I couldn't go very much into it in this video here on YouTube, but if you want to learn more about social media flashpoints and streamlining your strategy so you're actually getting more results with less work, I would love to invite you to our masterclass. It's called 3 Secrets to a Streamlined Social Media Strategy, and it was so popular the first time we offered it that we are now offering it again for others as well. So you're going to learn these 3 secrets. Secret number 1, why the things you see others doing on social media aren't working for you and how to fix that. Stacy, who lives in California, said she felt like she'd wasted 6 years doing the wrong things before learning this. Secret number 2, why it doesn't matter when you post and the question you should be asking instead. Michelle Taylor in Australia answered this for her business and had one free Facebook post lead to $17,000 in revenue. And secret number 3, the key to social media success that actually has nothing to do with social media. Tom Love applied this and got his first client from Facebook 30 minutes after putting up his business page. It's free to watch, but registration is required. So right now, go to 5minutesocialmedia.com/streamline. I've also included that link in the description of this video. 5minutesocialmedia.com/streamline.